Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background. Sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Kamara. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Trying the left side. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The run from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
goes straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. The quick out. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short. Obviously, that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He's going to pass. tosses it incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's back to throw on second down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
South Carolina, 7, Tennessee, 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down.
Unleashes one deep. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
14, Tennessee, 0.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Touchdown, South Carolina. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
Tennessee, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilcox. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Makes the grab. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At the 40, there he goes. The spin, still on his feet. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his
touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 28. Tennessee, 7.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. 1st down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught near the sideline, it's Lewis. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They intercept it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Trying to get to it. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know you can make big plays.
All wideouts, no backs. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 4 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the single back. shakes off the tackler.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 35.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 24, set to kick this one away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football.
Going deep. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued.
South Carolina.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 42. Tennessee, 7.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. On the play.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Trying to find his man on first down. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown ball.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kamara. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that pass is caught at the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended.
South Carolina.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. On second down, he'll fire. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes a move. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
To the air on first down. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
He has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On second down, wants to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Kamara. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the pummeling has started. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off the speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that play. Nice job.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Vols are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Kamara.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play. He's going to fire deep. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8. It leaves him with a 4th and 2. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking for his man. Finds a man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is
he lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to try to get it himself. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
On the run, it's Lewis. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown Gamecocks! And a beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Up-tempo for the offense. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
He'll take a deep shot here. and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he intercepts it. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. Got room on the return. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 4 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by control. And now they've lost the ball here. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Volunteers will have it first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Tripped up for the tackle. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 80. Tennessee, 36.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense set on 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Deep zone coverage here by the defense. With jet sweep pass. Fakes his man out. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To throw, it's Sellers. Lofts one high and deep. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You